Good morning, friends, and welcome in. Happy full moon. Now, this is a full moon in Aries. And remember, our full moons are all about culmination and really correspond with what we've done over the past 6 months, intentions we've set like 6 months ago. Always a good reference point to look back at where we were 6 months ago and where we are now. Now this is a full moon in Aries, and that is a bold, passionate, impulsive, fiery, action-oriented moon. And the full moon really asks you, what are you waiting for? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? What do you really care about? And it will depend, where the moon falls in your house of astrology. So at the beginning of each sign, I will go over what house the full moon is falling in for you. And this is the kind of full moon where you may feel really inspired to speak your truth and really go after what really is important to you, what you're passionate about, what you're driven. And it may be, you have to be careful with this one because it can be impulsive to the point of being reckless, because not to get too astrological, but Pluto is floating around and Mars, and definitely making impact on this full moon. And with that impulsive, bold energy that Aries brings out, like I said, just be aware of impulsive reaction. We have a tendency under the Aries full moon to maybe speak before we think and realize that there are consequences, more so than any other time, to our words. So really be careful of conflict. It's very easy to get into disagreements and power struggles and conflict. So just beware for your own self of that fine line between being confident and bold and assertive versus being arrogant and hot-headed and impulsive. And this is a big moon, especially for the cardinal signs. And the cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. So it may be a little more impactful for those 4 signs. So again, it is about taking action this full moon. So we'll start with Libra. I will do a reading for each sign, and like I said, we'll start with which house it is in for you, and with a card from the Moonology deck, and that'll be down in the timestamps, as well as how to find your rising Venus and moon signs. So you may want to check out all 4 and just see how it's impacted. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, so much for your support. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you're coming back, welcome back. And I'd really appreciate thumbs up and a subscribe and some comments about how full moon impacted you. So let's get started with Libra. One thing I did forget to mention is that full moon pops up at 7:57 a.m. on Wednesday, October 20th in the morning. So really take a good look at it Tuesday night if your skies are clear, and again Wednesday, and enjoy your full moon. Now we'll get started with Libra. Have a great full moon, everybody. Hello, Libra. Happy birthday to you if it is your birthday today. And that full moon is in your 7th house. And remember, 7th house has to do with relationships, marriages, business partnerships, contracts, agreements, balance, that sort of thing. It is the house of balance. What this full moon may test you on is your honesty in the relationships you have, your close relationships. And you may find you could almost feel a bit defensive about your feelings not being validated. So it's really important this full moon that you say what you feel to the people that are closest to you, particularly in a love situation. Okay, so let's take a look what we have for the full moon for Libra, October the 20th. Okay, Libra, what do we have for you? We have got the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Cups, your card, the Justice card, and underlying energy, the Page of Wands. Well, this directly relates to exactly the house that, this full moon is going through for you. Your underlying energy is the Page of Wands. It is about you opening up and talking and expressing your needs to the people that are around you. You may feel in this Ten of Swords energy, and remember that Ten of Swords is about feeling, old hurts. It's things that have happened to you in the past, and it may be things that have happened in an intimate relationship, in a partnership, and it's bubbled up to the surface today, and it's right there, and you have to deal with it. You're being asked to embrace this Nine of Swords. Again, what about this bothers you? What is your truth in this situation? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to resolve? Any fears, any doubts, any anxieties that are bubbling, that are right there, you're really being asked to embrace them, deal with them, speak your truth. Okay, really look at the patterns that have gone on in your relationship, and if there's patterns, bad habits that you want to break so you can have a deeper, better relationship with those closest to you. You're being asked not to embrace the Eight of Cups. So this is not a day to walk away, close your mouth, and deal with it later. Remember, this full moon is in Aries. It's a day to deal with these things head on. Let those emotions out, deal with them, get some resolution. And this is a really nice outcome. This is your card, Libra, this balance card, telling you that if you do this, if you just say what is in your heart, if you let go of your fears and your doubts about resolution, you can bring balance and peace and justice for yourself, for those. It'll be fair for everybody. You can really do this today. The universe is encouraging you. Let's take a look what we have from the moon cards. What do we have for Libra for the full moon? Wow, that's just so exactly what this full moon is about for you. So thank you, Spirit, for that beautiful confirmation. What do we have? We have got the answers you need are coming. So it is time to have a conversation if you've been holding back. All right, have a wonderful full moon. Let me know how it goes. In love, light, and divine truth. Hello, Virgo, and welcome in. Happy full moon. Okay, so the full moon for you is in your 8th house, and this is the house of transformation. It's transformation in 2 areas specifically. Your finances for one, your close relations, your sexual relations for another. So this full moon is saying to you, be aware of financial commitments, be aware of investments, but underneath it's really looking at the emotional bonds you have with the person that is closest intimately with you. Okay, so it's sort of a double whammy. Money and love. All right, Virgo, let's see what we have. Virgo. Oh, we've got the Star. What do we have for Virgo? Here we go. The Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Justice card, underlying energy, the Sun card. That is just a great underlying energy to go with this reading. You know, the Sun and the Moon, counterparts of one another. And you're standing in this Aquarian energy of the Star. And that's asking you to really look at healing happening in those close relationships. Know that if you speak your truth, speak your desires, talk about what you really need, there is so much healing and hope that happens, and just that resurgence of faith in those close relationships, particularly sexual relationships. You're really being asked to embrace this Ace of Wands, taking the opportunity to really step out and say what you need to say. Be passionate, be creative, be loving, reach out and talk. Open your heart up, be willing to receive, be willing to give, be open to that exchange. It's so nice that you have this energy underneath, because it really gives you a nice push, that soft push to go forward. You know, just go for it. And you're being asked to not embrace the Five of Pentacles. So on the other side of what your house is about, this money side, realize that, you know, maybe the concerns you have, really put them into perspective and realize how much fortune you do have, how you can make good investments, how your money can grow for you. Okay, you don't have to put a lot of emphasis on the worry of money, put more of an emphasis on how you can grow your money. And this outcome of this Justice card, knowing that balance can be brought into this, that people that you're dealing with, whether it's in your intimate relationships or in money, there can be a real common ground of understanding here and fairness and seeing how things get done. Taking that Libra advice of bringing balance into both of these situations, you know, and you've got that Sun card under there saying, you know what, your outcome can be so beautiful. So don't be afraid to take action. Have the conversations you need to have, and have the realizations of what you do need to be concerned with and what you can let go of, that you don't need to put any more energy into. Let's see what we have for you from the Moon cards. Let's see what we have for Virgo. A personal issue reaches resolution. Talk to that one. Talk to the one you love and express what you really desire. And have a wonderful full moon. Let me know how it goes for you. Take care, Virgo. In love, light, and divine truth. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome in. For this full moon, your house is that 6th house, and that's that house of health. It's about self-care and daily routines and getting tasks done. How your strength is, how your vitality is. But you're really being asked this full moon to really look at the daily routines you go about and making a decision. You can be very intense. So it is about those routines being more nourishing as opposed to going so hard and feeling so depleted. Okay, so it's really about looking at what nourishes you best, body, mind, and soul, as opposed to going too hard and ending up depleting body, mind, and soul. So it's finding that balance. Okay, let's see what we have for our beautiful Scorpio for Wednesday, October 20th, for the full moon. What do we have? We have got the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Swords, underlying energy, the Ace of Wands. Okay, your underlying energy is this Ace of Wands. And remember, aces are always about new beginnings, new opportunities, new starts. So looking at this, you're being asked to take a look at your daily routines, at what's going on in your life. With this Five of Pentacles, it almost brings a feeling somewhat of isolation, as opposed to worrying about money. I'm not picking up the vibe so much on money, more about being on the outside looking in, or have been in those feelings of isolation and sort of just doing your own thing and not being connected to others. You're being asked to embrace this Seven of Swords. And with this, it feels like you're being asked to come up with some new ways, new ideas. Remember, Wands, or Ace of Wands, is about new ideas. Seven of Swords is saying, think of some new ways you can change those daily routines. Change some of the habits that you have. Change your self-care so that you incorporate people into your life. You maybe bring some friends closer. Look at new ways of doing things that will nourish your soul, not deplete it. Okay, and with this Ten of Cups, being asked not to embrace it. Again, it's that feeling of holding yourself back from connecting. So really, with this Queen of Swords, look at the truth in the situation. What are some things that you can change up in your life that will be or set in motion feeling more emotionally connected to others, incorporating others around you, doing things that make you feel better, not just because, oh, I have to do it, because it's something that brings you happiness, that brings you joy, that brings you connection. So really ask yourself this full moon, what can you do to better take care of yourself, but to allow yourself to be connected with others, share with others, and just come up with some new ideas, new things you can try, okay, that will really, really feed your soul. All right, Scorpio, let's take a look what we have from the Moonology cards for you. What do we have for Scorpio from the Moonology cards? What do we have for Scorpio for the full moon? We have got believe in the impossible. You know, sometimes it's scary to think outside of the box and do different things and open ourselves up to different things. But this card is saying to you, believe in the impossible. Believe that you can come up with a new way of doing things that will be just as beneficial for you, but maybe not so time-consuming or stressful. Okay, so really think about how you can best look after yourself from the heart. All right, Scorpio, have a wonderful full moon. Let me know how it goes for you. In love, light, and divine truth. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarians, and welcome in. Happy full moon to you. You have got that full Aries moon in one of the best houses in the zodiac, that house of pleasure. It's a great house. It's all about, what you do in your leisure time, what recreations, recreational things you're involved in. It's just about enjoyment and entertainment and good food and comfort and things that make you feel really good. So this full moon is saying to you, you know what? Let loose, have some fun, do something that feels good to you. It is all about pleasure and passion for you this full moon. Let's see what Tarot has to say for you. We have got the shadow side, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Cups. You have got that underlying energy of the Three of Wands. And that Three of Wands is, things you've been thinking about, opportunities that may have come that you've looked at, things that you want to do, down the road. And this emphasis is really on what do you want to do to put some fun in your day-to-day life? What will reignite your passion? What gets you going and gets you pumped up? This is a time to really think about that. You're in this shadow side energy. And that's not always a bad time to be in that devil energy. Today, it's about knowing what makes you happy, looking at all of those things that spark desire and spark pleasure, and knowing how you want to do that, knowing what you want to do, but also being aware, particularly with full moon in Aries, you don't go to excess. So you might feel today like, I just want to go and have some fun. Make sure you do that. Just a little warning, be careful of excess. Okay? Now, embracing this Queen of Pentacles. That's really feeling that comfort, that home, that everything around you can bring you pleasure, and being open to pleasure, being open to accepting it, being open to giving it, and really just embracing all the beautiful things in your life, recognizing them, embracing them. A day to really, your heart, just let it fill. Just let it fill today. And being asked to not embrace the Nine of Wands. So this is not a day of doubt, of am I doing the right thing? Or, maybe somebody else can help me with this. No, this is a day when you're facing this head on. What do you need to do for you? With this Four of Cups, if you've been feeling like you have been in a bit of a rut, this is the call to action with this full moon in Aries. A call to say, what can you do for you that will make you feel more alive, more fulfilled, happy? Okay, and go after those things today. Reach out, seek out, take action today, Sagittarius. And it's such a fun house for you to take action in. And if you have been feeling like, the humdrum day-to-days, this is the day. Do something different. Start something new. Incorporate something new. Let's see what we have from the Moonology for you. What do we have for Sagittarius for the full moon? We have got a win-win forecast a win-win outcome, is forecast. So whatever you jump in today, jump in both feet. Avoid too much excess, but have fun and grab something that really motivates you. Person, place, or thing. Have a great one, Sagittarius, in love, light, and divine truth. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn, and welcome in. For you, this full moon, this Aries full moon, sits in the 4th house. And the 4th house is all about home and family and security. The family home, the relationships with family. It even involves real estate and like your neighborhood, but a lot to do with your home itself. And this full moon is asking you, Capricorn, what do you need to feel safe? To feel safe and secure, emotionally safe, emotionally secure, and to really examine the connection with that to your family. Okay, and remember, family is extended family, family friends, business friends, whatever family is to you. Okay, let's see, what do we have for Capricorn for the full moon? What do we have? We've got 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, underlying energy, 7 of Cups. So that underlying energy says to you, Capricorn, you know, there are a number of different things in front of you in regards to family relationships and what makes you feel good, what makes you feel secure, what makes you feel safe. Which path do you want to choose going forward? What do you want to pursue? And what decisions do you have to make to allow you to feel that safety and that security? In this energy of this 7 of Wands, it really is about, you know, standing up to challenges in front of you, in obstacles, but knowing that you can use your intuition, you can use just your good common sense to really rise above any obstacles, any challenge that's around you in the family or with close friends. You will overcome anything as long as you're willing to open up and communicate about it. Okay, and you've got this 6 of Pentacles to embrace this. This is that karma card, that giving and receiving card, and knowing that, you know, you have so much to offer, and not just money, okay? Your time most of all, your love, your willingness to share with others. And maybe that's what the call is. That's what one of the options is, you know, do you need to share more of yourself? Not just the part that provides, but the part where you get that exchange of emotional support. You're being asked not to embrace the King of Pentacles. Again, the King of Pentacles is that material king that looks after like tangible material things. So it isn't so much about the material world here. This is a real call to open up to your emotion and share your emotion and share what you need, what you want, what you'd like to accomplish. Okay, and your outcome is this beautiful King of Cups. Being emotionally available, being there and realizing there's people around you that support you. It's tuning into your intuition and letting your heart open to others. So I think you're really being called today, Capricorn, to really look at what in the home, what in the people around you do you need to feel emotionally safe and secure in your relationships. And then really let those emotions out Let those emotions out. Share them. Share them and see the gifts that come back to you. What do we have for our beautiful Capricorn? What do we have for our beautiful Capricorn from the Moonology card? We have got prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity, not just money prosperity. Prosperity in the growth you feel, in the connection you feel, and in the love you give and receive. Have an absolutely wonderful full moon in love, light, and divine truth. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome in. Happy full moon to you. The full moon is in your third house, and that is the house of sharing. But it's about sharing ideas. It's about communicating with other people. It's about, your intelligence, your short-term ideas, about projects you're working on. So you may find that there's a lot going on for you in that area. Lots of details to look after. That's what this full moon is about you. Lots of emails and appointments and balancing and expressing your ideas, but getting all the things that you've got going on, getting them handled, looking after all the ins and outs, and then really pursuing new things of interest to you. So let's take a look and see what we have for you. Oh, Page of Swords right off the hop. What do we have? Again, it's all about communication for you. What do we have for Aquarius? The World card, the Justice card, the Six of Pentacles, and underlying energy is that Eight of Cups. Okay, that Eight of Cups is about movement. It is about taking care of those details and moving forward, getting things done. And it can mean actually taking a trip or going somewhere else where you can get things done, or that'll make it easier for you to get things done. Projects that you've been working on, short-term projects, let the focus go there. Something that you want to complete. You're in this Page of Swords energy today, and that is about communication and talking and reaching out. There could be disturbances, there could be misunderstandings today. So be really aware of that. Don't be tempted to, you always want to say what's on your mind and be truthful and honest, but really be tactful today on how you say things. Because watch with this moon, we can blurt things out and then really go like, oh, Jesus, why did I just say that? Okay, so be really careful about that. Be careful about that gossipy kind of swirly, stir things up energy. You're being asked to embrace this World card. That's your energy, Capricorn energy, that's around you. And it's realizing taking care of all the things that you've been working on, completing those projects, okay, getting them handled, and realizing what you've learned doing what you have just completed, or that you're in the midst of completing. So really embracing and seeing how you can get the details looked after, you can get things done, you can wrap things up. And it's a sign that there is, good news, good fortune coming to you because you've successfully completed what you've been looking or working on and looking forward to what you can go after next. So some short-term plans that you may have in the future, you're really being encouraged to go after them. Okay, go after them. Now, this Justice card, this is not about, you're not embracing this. So this isn't so much about how what you do affects others around you. This is you and your own deadlines, your own details, your own way of expressing your needs about what you care about and what you want to create. And the outcome is this beautiful Six of Pentacles. Okay? Your giving of time, your giving of attention, your giving to your projects, and realizing how much can come back to you, how you can share your gift with the people around you, the world around you. So if you've got new things that you want to go after, now is a time to go after it. This is a card of karma, okay? A card that says, whatever you put out there will come back to you. So Libra, a day to look after and communicate everything that you want to get accomplished and look forward to. Let's see what we have for you from the Moonology cards. What do we have for Aquarius? Well, that's pretty appropriate. It's time to take action. So saddle up, Aquarius, and head out. Go for whatever you need to go for. If it means you have to move locations or go somewhere else to finish a project, make sure you get out there and you do it. Lots of activity around you, lots of things to look after. Have a wonderful full moon in love, light, and divine truth. Hello, Pisces, and welcome in. Well, this full moon is in your second house. And that second house is the house of value, the house of material things, your finances, your investments, what you acquire, your possessions. And it's really asking you, you know, look at your budget, look at how you can increase your money, look at stability in the material aspect of your life. And it is an opportunity for some big revelations on increasing your own worth. Okay, not only self-worth, but material worth. Let's take a look and see what we've got for you. Page of Cups, that's nice. Page of Cups, right off the hop. Let's see what else we have for Pisces. Ace of Cups. The Hermit. The Six of Swords, underlying energy, that Justice card. Okay. With that underlying energy of justice, reviewing your situation, looking at it from all ways, looking at who is involved. And if this is focused on your stability and on how you can increase things of value that are important to you, and your self-worth. So this is about really bringing into balance areas that may feel out of balance. And it's really feeling self-worth-wise. Okay, this Page of Cups is here. Realizing that, you know, on days when you feel down, there are people that are all around you. There's support around you. There's love around you. There is encouragement around you. There's help around you. And you're in that energy today where you're being encouraged to be open for, or to be open to, you know, love and support and advice and help. You're being asked to embrace this Ace of Cups. Not a new love. This is where you look at yourself. Look at yourself and how do you talk to yourself? How do you treat yourself? Do you give yourself enough emotional support? Do you validate your own self? In order to grow, not only financially, you have to have that strong foundation of appreciation for yourself. You've thought about this, and it's not a go inside kind of day. You've listened to your intuition. This is a day where you accept help from others, where you value your own self, your opinions, and you have some big revelations, not only with how perhaps you treat yourself, but your own self-worth and how your self-worth contributes to your material worth. Your outcome is this Six of Swords. Now, it can mean traveling. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will travel, because a lot of times Six of Swords can be like travel over water. But when it's in regards to the house that you're in, this house of value, it may be a new job opportunity that comes to you, a new way of increasing your abundance, a new way you can see to do that. So again, underlying energy is this Justice card, bringing balance and harmony into your life. All right, let's see what we have from the Moonology for you. The disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. So though it is a day to take action and get things forward, get things going forward, make sure you're in a calm state of mind when you make any decisions. Nothing reckless or impulsive. And if an opportunity comes to you, particularly for a new job or a different position within the company that you're in, take time to really think about it before you move forward. Okay, I hope that's helped, Pisces. Have a wonderful full moon in love, light, and divine truth. Hello, my beautiful, ever supportive Aries. How are you today? Well, this is a big full moon for you. Okay, full moon in Aries. And it is in your first house. So this is the house of self. This is a house where you look at yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. You look at your characteristics. You look at what your outlook on life is. You look at, you know, beginnings and how to start new things. And you're really being asked to really look, particularly in the last 6 months, at how much you have grown and how much you changed and how much you continue to grow and evolve. All right, so a really powerful house for you, Aries. Let's take a look what we have. That was way too many. Let's take a look what we have for Aries. What do we have for Aries for the full moon, October 20th? We have got the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, underlying energy, the Eight of Wands. All right, Aries, well, right off the hop with Eight of Wands and Six of Swords, both cards denote travel. Okay, so there may be a trip that you may be taking in the next little while. It may be something that is on your mind. So underlying energy of movement. Okay, and if you're not taking a trip, it's movement in the situations you're in, with the people around you, with how life is. Things are going to change. Okay, just expect some change to come to you. You're in this Six of Swords energy, and you've got it followed by the Two of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So looking at this, it's how you can see the evolution and the development and the strides forward you've made in relationships that are really important to you and close to you. Your love relationships, your friendships, your relationships with your family. And you're seeing that by the change in you and the work that you've done, you can see how things become much more in the flow, like much easier to deal with. You're really being asked to not embrace this Ten of Swords. So you've really let go of things in the past that maybe have held you back. You know, things that maybe have hurt you, words that have hurt you, actions, you know, or other people's actions that have hurt you. I think you've come to terms with, you know what? I can let that go. I don't need it to hold me back, because what I can do is I can look at my reactions and how my reaction changes what goes on around me. So you're really moving into that place where you're much more accepting of yourself and your own ideas, particularly in partnerships, in unity, in friendships that mean so much to you. And your outcome with this Three of Pentacles, really being open to seeing how your hard work and your determination has brought you success. This also denotes, self-employment. So if there's something that is kicking around in your head that you want to do on the side, this full moon is saying, research that. Research something new that you can begin in your life. Something just for you. So a really nice full moon, a strong full moon, it can be impulsive, but I think you're in the position where you can feel the energy, but you're feeling the good energy. You're feeling the energy of change and opportunity, and you're allowing closeness to come in, betrayal to go, and really opening up to some new beginnings. Let's take a look at what we have from the Moonology for you. What do we have for our beautiful Aries for this full moon, October 20th? What do we have? Okay, well, you know what? You got two. And they're two good ones. Expect powerful change. So set those intentions, go after what you want, and just relish in the fact that change can happen. And how does that happen? Confidence. Confidence is the key to your success. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep going, changing, and evolving. Good job, Aries. Have a wonderful full moon in love, light, and divine truth. Hello, Taurus, and welcome in. Happy full moon to you. Now, the full moon for you is in your 12th house, and it's a big house for you. It's the house about turning inward, really looking at your spiritual journey, kind of looking at the big picture, the what is life. Looking at the extremes in life, looking at things you need to release, looking at addictions either you're dealing with or people around you may be dealing with. And it's looking at completing some big cycles. And it's a day where if you break into tears, let them flow. It's one of those days to really, really release. It's a big release day for you. And it might be a day where you very much are turned inward, focused inward, looking at life and your connections. Okay, but always a good cry, and it always feels good, very cleansing when that full moon's in that 12th house. Let's see what we have for you from tarot. If I can shuffle, let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Taurus for the full moon? We have got the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Cups. So there, that Five of Cups is that sort of energy, that feeling, that sadness, or that wanting to cry and release. There's that feeling underlying. And you're being asked to do that, to really embrace your emotion today. Feel your emotion, release your emotion. If there's something that's making you sad, really dissect it today and look at it from a spiritual way. What is the lesson behind it? Why did it happen? And even if you don't have all the answers, try and look at it with healing and with forgiveness. You're in this King of Cups energy. You know, that's that deep Scorpio energy where you're really feeling your feelings. And they may be right on the surface today, so let them out. Really feel what is going on inside you today. And there may be around you a Pisces that maybe you want to, or a Scorpio that maybe you want to talk to, someone that you can lean on, or somebody that has those type of characteristics, that very empathetic, caring characteristics. There may be somebody around here that really wants to offer that shoulder to you. So you're being asked to really accept that. Accept the compassion that comes to you and really let go of any minor petty disputes that may have gone on around you, things that upset you. This is a time to release your emotion in regards to that. And take a look at the last 6 months and how things have changed and how you've changed in the last 6 months. How you maybe are dealing with situations different, or situations that haven't been dealt with may pop up today and ask you to deal with them and put them to rest. Your outcome is this Ten of Swords, and it's realizing that hurt and betrayal has happened. Things have happened in the past, but they're done now. They're done. You can put an end to the emotional unrest you may feel. Have a good cry and really connect to the divine. Connect to your spirituality today. And I think the most important thing you can probably do once you've exhausted yourself crying and getting it out and saying what you need to say, is spend some time in gratitude. Spend some time saying thank you for these lessons, saying thank you for the teachings, and saying thank you for your own personal growth. All right, Taurus, let's take a look what we have for you from Moonology. It's a heavy day. It can be a heavy day. Everybody's situation is different, but really honor your emotions today and let go of what is holding you back and no longer serves you. The feelings, the emotions, the situations, the people. Okay, it's a day of letting them go. A win-win outcome is forecast. Honor yourself. Honor yourself, your feelings, your spirituality. Honor it today. All right, Taurus? Have an enlightening full moon in love, light, and divine truth. Hello, Gemini, and welcome in. Okay, happy full moon. Your full moon is in the 11th house. And the 11th house is the house that deals with, friends, like-minded individuals around you. It can be called the house of blessings. And it's about where you belong, the groups you belong to, the community that you surround yourself with. It has to do with love. It has to do with money. And you're really being asked to look at, is there tension? Is there tension with friends? Is there tension with loved ones? Are you associating with people who just aren't as like-minded as you are? And perhaps you need to let go of some people, some groups in your life and welcome new people in. What do we have for Gemini for the full moon, October 20th? What do we have for Gemini? Feels like I need to do a cut for you, Gemini. What do we have? We have got the Fool, Aries energy, the 8 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Cups, underlying energy, the High Priest. Well, that's interesting. I think we need to burn some Palo Santo for this one. Okay, that underlying energy of that High Priest has to do with connection of like-minded individuals and groups that you're involved in and community. Okay, and it's looking at, have you got mentors in that area? Have you got people that guide you in that area? And are your ideas still vibing with a community that you've been involved with? You're in this Aries energy of that new start, of wanting to do something different, of wanting to start something new, of wanting it to be fresh, of wanting to put the effort in to something new that you can grow, and just go for it. Okay, you're being asked to embrace this Eight of Cups. Now that Eight of Cups can be walking away from people that you no longer really feel that vibe with. Okay, and it can be a group you're with, it can be a group you work with, it can be someone you spend time with, just not feeling it anymore and having to move away from it, literally. Okay, but you're being asked not to embrace this Queen of Swords energy. So really be careful how you deal with a situation, with the people around you. Please be careful that you don't cut like a knife with your words. Okay, so this is about thinking before you speak. If a conversation comes up and it's saying to you, you know what, I really need to let go of these people, let go of this person, let go of this group, do it with tact, okay? And your outcome is this beautiful Nine of Cups, going towards what really fills your heart, what really makes you feel happy. It's knowing what you desire in a friend, in a lover, in those around you. And that new start is you going after that exactly. Okay, and bringing the peace and harmony to yourself and those that you want to be involved with that are around you. All right, let's take a look what we have for you, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. That was good. What we have for you from the Moonology. What do we have for our beautiful Gemini? Going for what they really want, letting go of what you don't. A new start is coming. Well, that's pretty much the Fool card in the Moonology deck. That new start is here, and that new start can be the way you deal with who is important to you and really putting emphasis on who that is. All right? And who makes you happy, who fulfills your desires other than yourself. You know that. You need to be fulfilled yourself, not from somebody else, but who around you is who you desire. Or who do you desire? All right, Gemini? Have a wonderful full moon. Be tactful in love, light, and divine truth. Hello, beautiful Cancers, and welcome in. Happy full moon to you. Well, you are in that 10th house, and that 10th house is all about career, ambition, your motivation, achievements. Okay, and it's all about, authority. So you're really being asked to look at what's going on in your career, in the work that you do, how you can achieve more, and what is really important to you that you do want to achieve in that area, in any area that you're working on, okay? In any area of work. Let's see what we have for Cancer. And this is a big one for you. You are one of those cardinal signs. So, you know, it might be a day when there could be a promotion that's up for you, a change in your job, something different going on in that area of your life, or opportunities that are coming in. So really look at what is going on around you today on the work career sector. We have got the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Underlying energy is the Seven of Swords. Okay, your underlying energy of this Seven of Swords, you know, in regards to this full moon, thinking of new ways that you can do things in your career, ways you can think outside of the box. If there's been problems or there's been even dispute or upheaval, it's you looking at ways that you can resolve these in a different tactic. It's new ideas for you to come up with. And you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. And that is just strong, independent, getting things done. That Queen of Pentacles energy, you know, it's Capricorn energy. It's drive and determination and getting things handled. So you're very much in that today. But you are being asked to embrace the Four of Swords. You may need some time by yourself today so that you can really think about how you want to put new ideas into place. You might need to just step back because it may be really hectic around you. So make sure you do take some time for yourself. Okay, just some downtime where you can think about things and not embracing this Knight of Pentacles. You know, there may have been projects you're working on, things you want to complete, a promotion you're going after, and you may have faced some delays with that. But thinking of how the delay has actually been to your benefit, okay, because it's given you time to think of an even better game plan as you go forward. This Knight of Cups is about forward movement. Knight of Pentacles is about forward movement as well. So movement going forward in your career. And with this Knight of Cups, I think the most important thing it feels like for you, particularly in regards to your career, is really be true to yourself and true to your needs. Be sensitive to your own feelings and know what you need going forward. Okay, let's take a look what we have from the Moonology for you. Okay, so a day where you really are, you're feeling, you know, like you can do all this. You can get it done. You've got new ideas and ways to do something. You know, you're going after the big picture in that career field. But make sure you take a little bit of alone time to think about any propositions that might come. Like that Knight of Cups can bring a proposition to you that you may want to think about. And even if movement has been slow for you, most importantly, honor yourself and honor your feelings. Surrender to the divine. So when you have a moment, take some downtime, connect to your intuition, say thank you for the lessons, thank you for the learnings, and go forward strong, Cancer. Okay? Have a wonderful full moon in love, light, and divine truth. Hello, my Leo tribe. Welcome in and happy Aries full moon. The moon is in your 9th house. That is the house of purpose. It's a house of travel. It's a house of culture. It's a house of ethics and education. But most of all, it's a house of experience. And with this Aries full moon, Leo's being asked to look at day to day, looking for excitement and adventure and new things to do, because you may feel frustrated with the mundane, monotonous, day-to-day routine, and you're really being asked to look out for new experiences. Okay, but just don't be rash or reckless if you're going out looking for new experiences. Okay, so just something that can, if there's areas of your life that feel monotonous or mundane, it's how to change and perk those up and make them more interesting and exciting. Okay, so a little bit of adventure for Leo this full moon. Let's see what we have from tarot. What do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? We have got that Aquarius card, the Star, the High Priest, the King of Wands, the Hangman, underlying energy, the Seven of Swords. Okay, so it is a big deal, you know, Leo, what you're looking at today. You've got 3 major arcana out of the 4 spread cards. The underlying energy is this Seven of Swords. You know, this Seven of Swords can be that card that, you know, when it comes into your life, there's just days when it's like, you know, it almost feels like you're being poked right to your last nerve. And instead of getting frustrated with, oh God, this is boring, I don't want to do this, I can't do this, it's a call for you to come up with some new ways of doing things. Okay, that's the underlying energy here. New ways of doing things that you do day to day. Ways that can create more excitement, that can create and wake up some passion inside of you. You're in this Aquarius star energy, which is a really great energy to be in, because it's that energy of being hopeful, number one. Looking at the situation in your life, looking at things that, you know, you want to let go of, new things you want to start, ways that you can have more fun, seek more fun, find, you know, people around you to have fun with. And this is a real card of hope. But in order to go forward, you really have to hold on to the faith that you can do it. The faith that you can create and manifest positive change in your life. You're being asked to embrace this High Priest card. Number one, the High Priest says, as above, so below. So connecting your heart and your intuition to the divine. Listening to your intuition, looking for signs, seeing those signs, recognizing those signs, and really getting involved with people that are like-minded, people that enjoy the same things that you do. Seeking them out, joining them, finding that community that feels right for you. You know, you're being asked not to embrace this King of Wands. You don't need a quick romance, for example. You don't need that, you know, in love relations, for example. You don't need that player. You don't want those player energies around you. And if you've been dealing with that, you want to let that go. You don't want people that don't value you completely. And with the Hangman, this Pisces energy as your outcome, it's really looking at the life you have, the things you do, the people that are around you, and how you can change and make them better. This Hangman, you know, we put ourselves there. It's kind of like our own timeout. And I think Leo's been in timeout for long enough as far as what do you really want? What do you want to go after? Who do you want to be with? Who do you want around you? What do you want to create? And it's time for you to come up with some new ideas and have faith that you will connect with the right people. Put yourself out there. You don't want just good time, wham, bam, thank you, ma'ams. You don't want that kind of energy around you. You want solid, stable energy that helps you grow and become more. And just take every day as a new experience. So this Hangman is saying it's time to get unstuck. Jump out of the tree. It's time to place your focus in new areas that really will feed your soul. All right, could be a big full moon for you. So really think about who you want around you, what you want to do, and new things that you want to create in your life. Let go of the monotonous, the players, the boring, anything that doesn't serve you, and be open to new enjoyment, fulfillment, and adventure. All right, Leo, I hope that has helped. Have a wonderful full moon in love, light, and divine truth.